Yay. I am live, I suppose.
You are.
Excellent. Hello, everybody. I am drawing yet again, or inking still this page. Didn't do anything on it the other day. I was busy and unable to get around to inking this page, so I hope to have it finished.
Very soon.
Yeah, very soon. Yes.
Matt Eastman says hi.
Hello, Matt. How are you? Probably talking to you, not me. no one's,
Well, hello to everybody.
no one says hello to me, but I am inking this page, trying to get it finished. It is becoming a bit of a burden.
You're the one that drew it.
Yeah. I'm gonna take Ralph's advice and set myself an alarm on my phone that says, "Remember, you have to ink this." I've considered turning my son into an inker. That'd be awesome. Hey, here you go. Here's my stuff. Get it inked. Ah. Anyway, I hope everybody had a good weekend. I know tomorrow was Monday, and that's not good for anybody, especially me. Monday.
You just gotta eat.
Yeah, but
I got much more to do.
yeah, Mondays are kind of hard, but um, I ink well, and I'll ink like this show will end, this live stream will end, and I'll still be here inking. And then something will pull me away, like the television or something. Oh, I'll watch a movie, or I'll watch a couple of videos on YouTube, or I'll watch something on TV. And the next thing I know, my eyes are closed and it's morning. So yeah, hope everyone else had a really good weekend. I had a uneventful one, which is good. I'd rather have an uneventful weekend than oh, almost threw some ink across that page. I didn't mean to.
Better not mess it up.
Yeah, it's if you did any art this weekend, let me know. Better yet, tell me about it. Got Lola here today to kind of read messages and stuff while I'm thinking.
I can't read your Facebook.
No, I can't read my Facebook, but I don't have any comments on Facebook right now.
I'm checking mine and
I think actually you might get mine. You might see mine. I set it to public, so you might be able to see my comments. Maybe anything for me. Maybe not. But I'm in my Facebook right now, so I can see if there are any comments. The YouTube we can see. Good old YouTube. It was it's a lot different drawing this page than it is inking it. I'm not sure which one I prefer, but when you're drawing it, if you have an inker, if you're one of the lucky ones to actually have an inker assigned to do your stuff, or you're gonna pay someone to ink it, you kind of don't consider some things. The inker will do it. No, I'll leave this to the inker. When you are the inker, though, oh, now things change. And I bounce around a lot on my art. I bounce around, not so much when drawing it. I mean, I do, but I don't bounce around as bizarrely as I do. I mean, can get. And you guys are probably gonna freak out about this, but I have this little. Oh, this isn't the smallest one I could be using. I want a real thin line, but I don't like putting the cap on the pen when I'm drawing, because sometimes the cap is sitting off the pen like that at an angle, so the pen looks crooked in my hand, and it bothers me. It's one of those weird artist quirks, I guess. Makes sense to no one else, I'm sure, but maybe it does. Maybe some other artists will be freaked out about it too, or at least bothered because I don't think I'm doing a straight line. Then I think that I'm doing that things are coming out crooked. I do enjoy drawing on live streams, but it can be a little daunting, especially when you're terrified you're going to mess up. However, being a consummate professional, I know that I'm not going to mess up. I know that, racing is for chumps.
That's why you have like a million erasers.
Yeah, I just collect them. I'm a racer collector.
All different kinds.
I'm a racer collector. I very rarely erase it. But again, though, it's just because when you're as good as I am, okay, when you, I'm just joking. But
Trico says your art's looking good.
see, Trico understands. I'm a professional. I look. I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I might be the greatest artist to ever live. You know, I may be the reincarnation of Michelangelo, which is probably the only good thing that name ever associated with it. Because that turtle's useless. But I am a virtuoso. I am a savant. I you know, I dare say that my ability to render these illustrations is uncanny, and
but they take you forever.
They take me forever because you have to understand. So much of my being is poured onto this page that it takes me quite a while. But again, Rome wasn't built in a day, and again, when you are producing epics and masterpiece after masterpiece, you have to understand that what happens is that time. It takes time. Yep, that's what it is. Lots of time. It took Cecil B. DeMille a very long time to film the greatest story ever told, and I am obviously just joking. I don't want you guys to. Variant's full of himself. He thinks he's the greatest. If you guys knew my insecurities keep me alive. But I think most artists are insecure about their artwork there. So we're so happy when someone says, I like it. Really? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Yep. Lots of nights sitting up, even as a kid, drawing, trying to learn from books and, just different subjects and different teachers how to do backgrounds and perspective, and I've said it before, but I'm always learning, always trying to learn and take things from different artists that I've had the pleasure of meeting, and maybe even tabling next to sometimes. You know, um, and sometimes I don't even take artistic lessons, or I might just like the way that they conduct themselves in their business, or their work ethic is something sometimes that I'll, you know, if you ever, if you know Eric Hodson, he's a drawing machine. And, Eric draws quite a bit, and he's always got something new he's worked on. I'm pretty sure if I message him now, he has some piece now that's brand new that I haven't seen yet that he's uh, got going, almost finished with, probably, if not finished with. I'm not sure if Eric ever leaves a piece unfinished. I think when he sits down, he goes from start to finish on a piece, which is very nice quality. I think I've done it a few times. It is a rewarding experience when you can do that. I think I did that on a print. If you guys know, I have a print with a Spectre Gadget on it, and I think I drew that one in one sitting. I think. Can't be sure, but and I no longer have the any of the reference art or reference pieces for this art that I have here. So a lot of it, I'm trying to remember exactly what I was going for or what I was illustrating at that point. And so, that's there's a bit of a delay. I'm thinking while I'm drawing, while I'm inking this. Is this really what I was doing? Is this the piece that, or is this particular part supposed to be shaded? And it is. I mean, I go pretty heavy with my pencils, but this is, you know, this building up front was the most detailed of any of them because it is closer to the viewer. So I wanted it to be as clean as well, as detailed as possible. And most people when they read the comic will look at this for 3 seconds and keep going. It's weird. Artists will spend a ridiculous amount of time on a panel or on a page, and it's going to be looked at for like 3 seconds or 5 seconds. I think I read that the normal comic book reader looks at a page for or looks at the art for like 3 seconds and moves on. Like they read the text, they look at the art, or they look at the art and read the text and then move on. I was asked, why don't you just dedicate a day to that page and just knock it out? And it's like, nah, I get bored easy. Even when I'm drawing, inking, I get bored. I want to move on. I want to draw something. And I take a lot more joy in drawing than inking. But yeah, I don't really like spending a lot of time inking. That has to be done. Has to be done. Otherwise, it won't look good. And I decided to ink this because my colorist, he colored this image already, but he colored it as a with the pencils. And while I thought it looked okay, I just figured, you know what, I need to ink it. I just need to. I just would feel a lot better with it if I ink it. So yeah, it's gonna come back to him, have to color it again. But that is, it's a lot easier. He might as well move the colors from one image to the other, or just set the inks on top of the old one. We'll see. We'll see how deep into it we have to actually go, but I don't predict it's going to be that big of a deal. Yeah. All right. I am live on Facebook and on YouTube at the moment. Don't think anyone said anything to me on oh.
Yeah. You have no comments.
Yeah. Some people watching.
You got people watching.
Yeah. Yeah, good old most people they'll be glad when I'm finished with this page. Like, oh my goodness,
especially me.
Yeah. Yeah, I've kind of given myself a little time limit in my head. I really want to be done with it no later than Tuesday. So if by tomorrow at midnight it can be finished, that'd be great. But this is a varying ground piece we're talking about. Tomorrow. That just gives me tonight and tomorrow.
So you better get moving.
No, I don't think I will. I think I will.
I'm going to tie you to your desk.
That will take some more time, and maybe I'll redraw the whole page.
No.
All right. Yes, I'm going to redraw it all. Was talking to some streamers, and they were telling me, "Hey Jeff, how's it going?" I was talking to some streamers, and they told me they were upset because they don't like the fact that when they stream, they're not getting the type of numbers that they like. And to those streamers, I would say, just keep streaming. Just keep streaming. Just keep it up. Eventually, you will get the numbers and the. Most people don't want to look stream. Drawing streams can be boring. Okay, drawing streams are only like really. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate it. I hear that you got some art. You're getting ready to sell. I believe I've seen that on your page. If so, you're definitely gonna have to post it when you're finished with it. And sometimes I think that drawing streams are only like really interesting to for a few different reasons, but a few different type of people, different types of people who yeah, Jeff, I did. I seen that. So yeah, make sure you post it so we can see what it looks like. I'd like to see it. Make sure if you bring it to my attention too, because you know how Facebook is. Sometimes it'll let me see stuff, other times it won't. So, Jeff has a very nice original art collection. He and Dan have a very. I think they have a running competition of who has the best original art, and I am not in that competition at all. But I will say that as impressive as Dan's collection is, Dan does not have any art from me. Jeff does. So if I'm thinking about who has the best collection, I'm gonna give it to Jeff. I see that Dorothy's is watching. Hello, Dorothy. I see, D Jean, and I automatically think of my mother, who's Dorothy Jean. Yep, Jeff says that's right. Damn it, I got an awesome Fritz the cat from you. Yep. We got a Fritz. We named the neighborhood Cat Fritz. He's a stray, and he just walks around trying to get food, but he looks really mean. So yeah, we dare not pet him or try to, pick him up she does the other cats in the neighborhood. She'll pick them up and rub their bellies and stuff. But no one goes no one goes near Fritz. He just gets fed and people respect him. It's Fritz. Don't hit him. Don't even get close to him. Poor cat. He probably just wants loved. He's one of those cats that just wants everybody why doesn't anyone pick me up? I'm a nice cat.
Jeff says he might need a commission again.
Yeah.
And then he also said, what is drawing streams?
Drawing stream is this. This is a drawing stream. When someone just sits online and they film themselves drawing, or record themselves drawing, and it's cool. Some people like to look in. Other artists definitely I find are interested in drawing streams. I want to do some time lapsed ones, but so a 60-minute drawing will take 6 minutes. But yeah, if people can stomach that, okay, well, 6 minutes. Look, it's magic. I just did the pencil like that, and the image came out. But if I was to sit here and record a whole drawing of me, a whole time of me doing a drawing in real time, it might get boring.
Weeks.
No, it wouldn't be weeks. It'd just get boring, I think. Oh, this guy. Yeah, it would probably be a while, though. I would try to draw something that I knew wasn't going to take me very long.
Everything takes you long. You detail so much.
Yeah. Yeah, you put the details in so people don't know. People miss the mistakes. I'm not gonna. Let's see. I'm not gonna. Well, because I know where the lighting is. The light's actually hitting the side of the building, so there's not much shadow here. There is some, but not much. Hey, Dave Brown, how are you doing? Dave was actually on the stream with me the other night. We were having a good time talking about the industry. Dave has sworn off single tables. It shows there's no more. No more. No more single tables for him. He needs 3 or 4 tables. Dave also has huge canvases that he has to bring to the show, so he needs as much additional space as he can get.
We need about 2 tables.
Yeah. Being an artist and a publisher, I need as much room as I can get because of the different artists that whose work I publish, and or different creators whose work I publish. But I'm also a lot of times now finding that I am restricted from being an artist alley unless I'm coming as Variant Grant the artist. Then I could be an artist alley. But if I'm going to come as the publisher, Last Call Comics, sometimes they don't want me an artist alley, and I respect that. It's expensive, but I respect it. I want you guys to know respecting is a lot different from not being mad about it. Still get mad about it. I understand. And get lucky I don't get my harmonica. Treat you to some harmonica stylings. Yeah, some musical stylings. That's right.
You can rap.
Yeah. I'll drop a CD one day. Be filled with diss tracks.
Probably.
Nothing but diss tracks. Don't be mad at me. I can't believe he said that. Okay. So yeah, that building is pretty much done. I don't like that window. Hold on. I'll fix that. That building's pretty much done. A few little things here and there, but it's good. So I will go around the image as close to the building as I can. And separate it because I've got a lot of black here in the image. And create me a little line so I know where I'm at. Ooh, that line is way too thick. Okay. Thick. Two C's. And then, I might even go in there and just go really tight around it and make sure that it's all blacked out. So yeah, so we got that building taken care of. Forget the name of that building. And there's some extra shadow that'll go in here just to make sure that it all looks good. And I'll put some dots up here too. Some little, buildings should show their age, right? Yeah. Hello, Ryan and Jonella. How are you guys doing? I know most people just scream past it. What is this guy doing? Why is he sitting there drawing? I love this ruler, but I hate it at the same time. But I like it because it goes the full length on my page. I have a couple others like it, but this one is shatterproof, so it doesn't bend. It bends, but it won't shatter if it bends in my backpack while I take it to shows, which is important to me because I don't want it to bend and break. I've had it happen a few times, and the wife there has heard me complain. Oh no!
You didn't say that.
No, I probably use some expletives. Some things that would get me demonetized on YouTube. Nasty words. Got to get a new pair of headphones for this Yeti over here. I don't have one. I'm using my headphones from I can computer. They're Tascams, and they're fairly expensive. So I'm gonna get another pair of Tascams headphones for the other side, and I'll probably get a entry level pair for over here because I don't do much communicating back and forth. Ashley Marie is watching. Hello, Ashley. Ashley's an old friend. She
Jeff says, do you work off photo reference for your cityscapes?
I do. I did a little bit of configuring with this one though. Like you'll never see this view downtown Detroit. I moved some buildings around and stretched them and pushed them together. So yeah, you'll never see this particular view. But yeah, I use some photo reference. Otherwise, only thing that would be here that would look remotely close might be the Renaissance Center. That's just because um, I know what that building looks like. But yeah, I use it. Yeah, actually, yeah, this is some work for my new comic, and I'm just doing it live, just drawing on it, inking it actually. So I've already drawn it, and I'm just putting in all the windows and all the big black areas, and they're gonna make the sky back here black. Yeah, this is it. This is what I do all day. Other than that, and driving the miss is crazy. That's the
All
other.
the time.
That's the other job.
Mm-hmm.
Complaining.
And messing things up
Mm-hmm.
that I've cleaned.
My other job is making sure that I mess the house up.
Mm-hmm.
And no, you guys, I gotta tell you guys though, you are going to be the envy of me. I actually went to it was I do a lot of shopping at IKEA, and I have a desk, and it's a magic desk actually. My computer desk is magic because I don't know. Okay, like I don't want to tell anybody this because I don't want you guys, but like I don't want the desk to hear me and stop it. But the desk is magic. No matter what I put on the desk, like if it's like a empty pop can or Pop Tart wrappers or whatever, I put it there and magically the next morning it's gone. And it's like magic. I love the table. I love the desk. I don't know what happened or how that happens, but it's
I like your
awesome.
desk.
I think I might be the house. I think the house has it's like a magic cleaning house. I put dirty clothes on the floor in the bathroom. They get moved.
Or on the sink.
Or on the sink, yeah, they get moved. It's awesome. It's an awesome thing. So yeah, this is what I do all day. I sit and I draw, and I mess up the house, and the magic cleaning tables clean themselves. Yeah. She said, "That's not magic, sir. Kick his butt, girl." Yeah, she. I normally hear about it. I hear about it. Hey, did you do this? Did you? I
I
blame it.
don't even have to ask you if you did it. I know you did it.
Yeah. She's getting me house trained, but it's been a couple of years. I'm still not.
A couple.
Yeah, still not housebroken.
It's been 9.5.
Yeah, I'm still not housebroken. I try. Yeah. I keep if I can stay healthy, I can knock this comic out, but that doesn't happen. So yeah. What am I working next? I'm working on that building or that building. I'm working on this one up here. This one's cool. Thinking about blacking this one out and doing the windows in white. Maybe. I'm not sure.
You're taking a lazy road.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm taking a lazy route on inking. I mean, I've done all the hard work on the penciling.
It took you about a month.
Such protesting. Yeah. I had other commissions to do. It wasn't my fault.
That you did. And shows.
Had Comic Cons and commissions, and Yeah, I have to knock this stuff out. So, Destiny's watching. Hello, Destiny. Destiny is watching me. Open up my. Hi, Mr. Brightside. Told you guys, the music is in me. So I found these little cheap pins. I said pins from China.
You can't really see it.
I can't. You can't. Well, yeah, they're awesome, and I love them. And the ink flows very well out of them. Now it's supposed to be archival ink. I guess we'll know in 6 years. We'll find out because if it's not, it's gonna turn purple. Oops. All right. Yeah. So nice Sunday night here in Michigan.
It was actually really nice today.
Yeah, it was. It was. I don't like.
Almost 70.
Yeah, I don't like this type of weather that gets you sick. You know, you're out there. You think it's supposed to be cold. You go out there bundled up. And it's 80 degrees, and then you know, I'll unzip my jacket, and then the next day you've got pneumonia. Because remember, I had pre-pneumonia. Remember that?
No.
You know, was that not?
You've had so many things.
Was that not you? Was that my? Maybe that was my girlfriend who was with me. Don't throw anything at me. I'm inking. I was hit. She threw stuff at me. If you messing up on inking, you're taking food out your own mouth.
No. You eat more than me.
Well, then you're taking food out of my mouth, which is much more important than I, I need to eat.
I've been trying to fast.
I have to get rid of you. My mother told me not to be a fast woman.
Ha ha ha.
That's right. I have to get rid of you.
You're married to me. You're stuck with me.
That's really what marriage is, guys. Is being stuck. You don't see it for the demon she is until it's too late.
I'm an angel. Everybody likes me.
In the annals of I say annals, but in the annals of history. Uh, this is a song from a group called Volbeat. It's called is it Heaven Nor Hell. I saw an angel become the devil. That's pretty much it. I saw an angel become
My
the
mom
devil.
always said I was a fallen angel.
Yeah. It just says until I corrected myself. One type of history ever. Yeah. I'll tell you this, Jeff, if you want some humor, if you want some unintentional humor, turn on closed captions on YouTube videos. Oh my goodness, it is funny. YouTube's automated captions have some hilarious results. And
Hers are probably horrible.
oh yeah, I've taken to look at my videos over to see if I can, if it says that I said something ridiculous. Usually I do, but I have to be careful. Yes, sir. Yep. Ninjak. Um, Ninjak versus the Valiant universe, and it's open. Give me the ass. Like, what did he just say? What am I watching? I'm glad my kid wasn't there. He'd have been like, Daddy, Daddy. That man wants open ass. I don't understand. I've had to explain to him. You know what doesn't have closed captioning? I'm really upset about it. Adult entertainment.
Why would you want it?
What? Because I listen for the story. Like the Batman parody, I was watching for the story. I know. I seriously, I went through all of the scenes. I fast forward past all the scenes. I wanted the story. There's another one called Pirates that they did where you can take out all the scenes. It has a setting where you can take out all of that and follow the story. It was pretty interesting. I thought it was a good story. I mean, helped that all the women in there were hot, but that helped. Pretty sure without that, you ever seen like a music like? All right, so I have a confession. I like all of Charlie XCX's videos. And I thought I was a fan of her music, and I probably am. There's a few songs that I like, but I'm a much bigger fan of her music videos, and I think it's because of her. And yeah. Although, uh, that Vroom Vroom song she has is awesome. Vroom Vroom. All my life. I'm such a good singer that if I sing it, I'm afraid I'll get copyright strike. So, I when I was younger, I asked an artist who came to our school, elementary school, um, you know, there was one thing that he would suggest, you know, for an artist to do. He said, go get a wrist massage at least once every 2 months. Go get a hand massage. Go get your arm massage, your shoulder. And, you know, advice I didn't listen to. But he was right. He was right because you can feel it after when this becomes your career or your job. You start noticing little things, problems with your hands and your wrists. And I've since gone over to a different type of mouse. I have a vertical mouse now that I use for the computer. And I'm finding I'm able to use that a little bit more. Um, I'm able to be on the computer a bit more, and it's actually a lot more comfortable than the traditional mouse. Um, and it's really weird because I went from an ergonomic keyboard and a flat mouse to now like the standard keyboard, but a vertical mouse. But I had to do that. But then all of my equipment actually went up in terms of value. I don't like that. My keyboard is like 70 something bucks. Hey, Thomas Savage. Hello, Tom. How are you? He dropped in for a bit. Appreciate it. I'm like on a Logitech kick. I think my mouse is Logitech, my keyboard is Logitech, my webcam's a Logitech, and you think I would know better. But my mics are Blues. What's that Jeff said? One thing that helps is getting a cross ball and putting it on a hard floor. Put your palm on it under a knuckle and roll it up your elbow. Cheap way to loosen up. Yeah, yeah.
We got like a little rolly ball too.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I mean, anything you can do to kind of loosen up and get your. I had a problem about a year ago. Was it now? Where my elbow
Yeah,
locked up
last year.
last year, and I could not straighten my arm out. So I had to go through about, what was it, 6 weeks of rehab,
Yeah.
physical therapy, just being in there and having, every week, 2 days a week I'd go and they stretch me out and I saw improvement. And then the last day there, sent me to the emergency room. They sent me home, said, "Oh, you're fine. We'll take a culture anyway of this wound on your leg." And I've been watching Pirates too much. Yeah, yeah. I was watching it and locked my arm up. Damn this thing. But yeah, I was there for. I had
Just give your forearms a break.
yeah, like Popeye. Yeah, I was at the doctor and ended up having a blood culture taken. Well, they took a culture because I had this wound on my leg that was hurting, and I was at Youmacon helping a friend of mine out, and my chart was updated while I was there, and it said, "Yeah, you have MRSA." It was on a Saturday. By the time Monday rolled around, it was full blown weeping wounds on my leg, and we had to admit me to the hospital. I was there for 10 days in emergency. Well, not emergency. I actually never even got placed in emergency. I got placed in the hall.
It was still emergency.
Yeah, yeah. But then they admitted me to the hospital, and I was up there for 10 days.
Then came home with a pick line.
Yep, came with a pick line, and I had to lay in the bed for basically about 2 weeks.
No, it was a little shorter than that.
Was it?
Yeah, because you were determined to walk.
Yeah. I like to think I'm a big baby when I'm sick.
You are.
But I think that time my determination was pretty, pretty, pretty good. Don't like that thick one. I'm not to replace that. Probably gonna have to black out a little more, but yeah, we'll get it done. We will get it done. If anyone's wondering what this is where you can put your pins. This comes in handy a lot when you're at a con, and you can just reach in there and grab it and do what you got to do. Okay. No,
You gonna sing for us?
no, 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 no. I don't want to accidentally get a record deal. And everyone wants me to put out records every week and every year, and I won't. I'll be too busy. And thanks, Jeff. You have a good night too. Appreciate you hanging out with us for a bit. Make sure again when you get that art up, make sure I see it. I may have to steal it and claim it as my own. You have a good night, sir. Let's see here. Mhm. What I try to not do is create tangents. If you wonder what a tangent is, it's when a line connects with another one and it creates an accidental like image or continuing image. It basically makes your art look like you don't know what you're doing. And I try to not do that. It happens. I mean, it happens more often than I would like. And I see it often too, but I tried not to, So like there was a point here where this line was gonna connect to that one, and it will look a little odd, but I dropped it down so it didn't do that.
I'll return in a minute.
Boo. Boo. As if she has something better to do. She's probably trying to go. She's probably trying to go to sleep.
No, I'm not trying to go to sleep. Soon.
All right, there we go. The problem with this little cheap pen is that the tip tries to come off every couple minutes. So I have to always go in and screw that back on tight. Uh-oh. We'll fix that though. Nothing some whiteout can't fix. Whiteout are my white ink pens that will go in there and take out any mistakes with the ink that I make. I am considering doing my Last Call Comics stream this Wednesday. So if you're around Wednesday night, it'll be on. I'll probably stream it on my YouTube as well, but it'll be on the Last Call Comics YouTube, Facebook, probably my Facebook, and we'll try to have some talent from Last Call Comics, some of the individuals I'm lucky enough to be able to publish, have them on. for a while, talking about who they are, their comics, and all that good stuff. I've been sent a someone's hula hooping. Okay, nice. And I won't keep everybody too long tonight. I just figured I better get online and maybe do this and live stream a little bit.
Did you miss me?
Absolutely not. You have me in my time of need.
What did you need me for?
I don't really. I was just want to make you feel guilty.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna take our white jelly roll and go in there and try to clean that up a little bit where my hand slipped. One of those very rare variant grant mistakes I told you guys about. It's a unicorn, actually. You guys missed it. Those very rare mistakes. If anybody's looking where they can find me online, you can find me at my personal website, which is it's When We Riot, WHENRIOT at gmail.com. If my producer was good, they'd have it up there. There we go. Here we go. WhenWeRiot.com is my personal website. It is lots and lots of me, and I don't work on as much as I should. Should really post some more stuff up there, as well as put up a store so you can get some of those prints from me that I don't have available through my publishing endeavor. WhenWeWrite.com is my website, my little home on the web. And then obviously you can find me on Facebook at Variant Grant. It's got a VG logo with a crown on it. That is my personal Facebook, also my public Facebook. You can find me there. Say hi. Come validate my art.
There's your YouTube.
Where's my YouTube?
I put it up.
Oh, yeah, YouTube it. Kid Riot.
Like and subscribe it.
Yep, like and subscribe, please, to the YouTube. I'd really appreciate it. I promise to get some more videos up there, and some pre-recorded videos as well, not just live streams, but some pre-recorded videos. Maybe I can do some videos of me at a con and the whole road, being on the road. And,
I'll start recording you.
Yeah, going to shows. And I think that way you guys can see what it takes to do it. And you can tell me what I'm doing wrong too, because I'm not opposed to being told, "Hey, you're wrong." That's not how that works. I get told I'm wrong quite a lot. I'm married, so.
I think it's the other way around.
You get told you're wrong a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's because you are. I mean,
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I mean, usually you are wrong, but I only correct her in private. As you should do. You shouldn't correct your spouse publicly. It's the meaning of them. Read that in the book anyway. It could be a little hogwash, but I read it somewhere. It said never correct your spouse publicly. Do it privately. Probably so if they smack you, no one's there to witness it. That was not a big thing.
We got a Joe Oranges is watching us.
Oh, how you doing, Joe? He ain't watching us. We're just sitting there.
My cousin Loretta was watching for a minute.
Yeah. You can like it on Facebook too if you see it. Push the like button, helps us. Or you can go to YouTube and you can hit the like and subscribe over there. Sooner or later, I'll probably stop bothering everybody with these live streams on my Facebook and just move them over to YouTube. But for now, because it is Inktober and I am inking, I figured, what the hey, we'll just put them here. Excellent. All right, so that building, that side of that building is done. And you'll notice as we go further and further back, there's less detail in the buildings. And there's a reason for that, because, if you keep putting detail in the building, you'll be all day. You will be all day drawing them. Where is my weight?
Are you smudging it?
No smudge. Just an 08 that wants to die on me, but
You Maybe Santa Claus will buy you some more pens.
Santa Claus needs to bring me some D pens, so that I can finish this book up. Santa Claus should bring me some multi-liners. That's what he should bring me. Copic multi-liners, because but then again, then that ink will run out and I'll be sad and crying and stuff. And
You just gotta be a good boy.
I know what that means. I'm not doing it. Told Santa, I'm not that way no more. Okay.
Our dog is snoring.
Yeah, she is. Pixie
Sounds like you.
is snoring. She's enjoying her sleep, apparently. She's over there sawing logs.
I'm pretty sure everyone can hear, because I can hear it through the headphones.
Everyone, it's not me. It's Pixie. She's over there. At least she doesn't fart in her sleep. That's good.
Like you.
Yeah. I probably do. I probably
Probably.
wouldn't.
You woke me up before.
Yeah.
Yeah, you farted on my leg.
So sorry. So sorry. Wasn't intentional, I can promise. So that building's done. So I think I'm gonna do is do some designs to this one. Try to take it out of it. So it can pop a little bit more. Plus, these buildings are made out of different materials, and you kind of want to convey that. And not just with the coloring, you want to convey it in the way it's illustrated. This building is much more. The building here is newer than the other ones, so you want to convey it in the way that it is depicted here in the drawing. So, oh, okay. Okay, there we go. So you want to, boy, oh boy, this 08. I'm going to toss it across the room pretty soon.
Don't you have more?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I am not sure. I use a lot of ink, so, you know, they dry out, and they're not meant to last forever. These are the disposable ones, the ones you can toss after they've been used up. And this may be my very old one. It has served me well. I try not to be so cruel to my material, but I know nothing is also. It's also very it's it sucks when they dry out on you, like in the middle of a project, especially if it's the only one you got. Like if you're at a show or something, then you gotta hope that either they got an art store there or you know someone there who will let you borrow a Copic or a Micron, so you can.
You got some brand new microns.
Yeah, I do. That's what I. Unfortunately, what happened is they got mixed up, the old ones and the new ones. So what happened is I don't know which is which.
Them.
Huh?
You need to unmix them.
That's easier said than done. Easier said than done because they look identical. I thought I figured out how to do that, and then I realized that they look identical, and there's no way I can tell which is which. I'm pretty sure there's some expert out there who can. But this is an 08. There's the size you guys might be able to see. Hmm?
There it is.
Yeah. So there's an 08, and it is failing me. So let's see if I have another 08 in here. That's my SP. Right there. That SP is an 05. I don't need that. I need an 08. No, I don't like to have another 08. So that tells me, unless there's no way back there, that might be my only 08. And if that is the case, what a sad, sad boy I'll be.
Where's all your new microphones? Here's where I found you.
Hmm?
Found you this.
Okay, 1 second. Oh no. Oh no. What'd you find me?
Ta-da.
None of these are 08s. None of them. None of these are 08s.
Well, I got another place to look. Hold on. Someone gave us a shark fin.
Someone gave me a what?
Shark fin.
Oh. Ah, Randy's watching. Hello, Randy. My 08 Micron Copic is dried out and it's no longer working for me. So yeah.
I can't help you, sir.
Oh, she told me she can't find it. So yeah, there's no. Oh wait, so I'm gonna have to eventually see. The idea, guys, is to go from these here to this, the Copic multi-liner, which I love. I love this one. We'll go to all of those. Plus, it matches my nice, pretty steel desk. But yeah, so gonna have to figure that out. Yes, Randy, this is a live drawing stream. What is live drawing?
You want to come on?
Yeah. One would think that Randy is he asleep?
If he's talking, he's not asleep.
He could be up using the bathroom. He could be up using the bathroom. He could have got up and decided to use the
And watch you.
The facilities. Please, you may get up and use the facilities. The facilities. Oh, when I was in military school, the latrine.
I don't like that.
What, latrine?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a name, doesn't it? Latrine.
Maybe in the hood.
Krista, are you suggesting that a black person in the door to latrine?
I didn't say a race. I said the hood.
Uh-huh. Is that right? You didn't say it, but I knew what you meant.
Randy says I don't watch drawing streams on this shitter.
Yeah, I used to watch drawing streams. And I don't think I've ever watched one on the toilet. Pretty sure I never have, but You know,
Oh, you watch a lot of weird things.
I
Like
do.
you hear the sound coming from the door.
I do. The weirdest thing I ever watched on in the bathroom was an ASMR.
And Randy says, and I'm awake and working.
Working on what? Thought you taking some time off.
And a J. William Cruz is watching
How you
on
doing?
Facebook.
Hello, sir. How are you? Thanks for watching. What I'll do with these windows is I'll probably throw some little white specks in them. Some white lines to kind of break up. That's how they're going across there. The building, I believe, is silver or dark, like grayish color. The real building. I mean, doesn't mean you have to do it. And that's another thing. Remember, you can change this up however you want. It is your imagination. It is your city, even though it's a real city. It's yours.
Working on monkey stuff.
Monkey stuff. That just sounds horrible. Sorry, no, I'm just kidding. He's Randy is the creator of Spank the Monkey, the character. The Randy first put that book out in the 90s, was it, Randy? I think it was the 90s. Hey, before that. I joke with Randy about being, you know, older than I am, but they had a lot of fun. They had a lot more fun than we had. Than we have.
We don't have much fun.
Yeah. Their Comic Cons were fun. Hours are
Stressful.
stressful and scary. 2000s, yes? Really?
Yeah.
Was it? Hours are our Comic Cons are stressful and gosh, they're not fun. Our Comic Cons feel like work. I guess they've always kind of felt like work to everybody if you're doing them, but the industry has changed a bit though. And I was looking at Randy, I was looking at a video from some YouTube videos of people taking pictures of doing videos of cosplayers, and I had thought that a lot of the woke culture had taken away from some of the cosplayers.
Randy, a link just in case he wants to pop on.
Yeah. Those cosplayers have not stopped. They're still out there showing the goods. The female cosplayers, and sometimes the male ones. They're still out there showing the goods. They're still out there.
David Holland is watching.
Hello, David. How are you? I'm gonna have to circle Team Plate the heck out of that moon up there. I would tell everybody too, if you want to draw, take your time. No one becomes good in a day.
promise it's you, right?
Yeah, it took me like 2 weeks to become an expert. Um, but not to take your time. Just keep drawing every day. Uh, Doodle something. Just draw something, and you get better at it. You get better, and you know I would tell anybody before they got into the comic industry to do some research and educate themselves on the industry fully. From different perspectives, from a publisher perspective, from a illustrator perspective. I know. Oh, there you go. Hello, Randy. How are you?
Hey there.
How was the
I gotta go through and stop my echo here.
okay? Echo, echo, echo.
Kevin is watching us.
Hello, Kevin.
There, I think I stopped it.
Yeah, I don't hear anything. Well, yeah, I wouldn't hear an echo anyway. You would.
Yeah, I was hearing it. So what's up?
I'm just inking this page for my comic, and
Finally doing some work on your book?
yeah, yeah. You know, otherwise I run the risk of it falling behind again for another year.
Was it
And
behind?
oh yes,
Is there a schedule for that book?
it should have been out a while ago. Should have been out a very yeah,
He
yeah,
said laughingly.
yeah. It should have
Scheduled.
yeah, it should have been out a long time ago. But I'm You ever had a book like that, Randy? A book you kept putting on the back burner?
I have had quite a few. Quite a few come out late, and quite a few are begging Diamond to please give us an extension on. It's just not coming out fast enough, or I was busy doing other people's patch up work.
Ah,
I always end up with Arrow. I always ended up putting my stuff off. I know you know how that works.
yeah,
You know, somebody else has a book that needs to go out, and suddenly your book seems to hit the back burner. So,
yeah. Mine is always yeah. It's happened a few times, and put mine on the back burner for these ungrateful so and so. Anyway, yeah,
always ungrateful.
yeah. Do you know what I did for you?
You learn over time, or at least I did. So,
Are you
I still haven't quite learned. There's so many times that Flint Comics was late that I threw a public domain story in because I was busy working on other stuff.
mhm.
Go ahead.
Well, was it hard when you were doing the Flint comics? Was that like because you had to deal with a lot of people in there? I was talking to a gentleman who told me he goes around and gets ads for one of those those you've seen them, you probably get them those envelopes full of junk coupons.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And he came into my local comic store and he was trying to sell the proprietor of the comic store on running some more ads.
Mm-hmm.
And the owner of the comic store said he hadn't really seen that much of an uptake in customers, and you know comparative to what he paid to be in there or to get the coupon made. And you know, he was telling me, he said it's very hard because sometimes you're waiting. Excuse me, you're waiting for the artwork from people
Yeah.
for their ads. Some people, oh, I got my own artwork. I got an artwork team. We'll get you a coupon, and you go home and you're waiting for the coupon, or you go back to your office and you're waiting for the artwork, and if they've already paid you, you don't want to run it without their artwork. But you end up being put in the oh yeah, my guy is doing it. Oh, my guy's on vacation. Well, you're gonna miss this. Did you have to put up deadlines if you needed artwork? Like
I was
you,
constantly putting off deadlines because of stuff like that. But yeah,
mm,
yeah, I know that feeling.
yeah. What did you ever have to call anybody and maybe push the artwork, push their their ad back a month or so because they didn't get the artwork in on time?
No, it wasn't quite that bad, but the majority of the artwork and ad work was done by me anyway.
Okay.
So, yeah, anybody that took out an ad, it was usually a small one or a temporary one. So it was easy to do.
Mhm.
It's just took an extra day or so before it got to the printer. That's why I had my Facebook page with Flint Comics.
Mhm.
It's about to go to press. It's in production. It'll go to press on Monday. That kind of thing. Oh no, it'll go to press on Wednesday. Usually means that an ad came in late.
What's the latest you had? So many.
You know, I never waited for talent because you missed quite a few of them issues. It's like this train's pulling out of the station. Those ads are important. I'm more responsible to the advertisers than to the artists getting
Yeah.
stuff in. So
Yeah. There's a few times I made it right at the last minute. Yeah, like, hey, save me a spot. I swear it's coming.
yeah, that was easy to do. It
Yeah.
just left a hole open.
Yeah. I I miss the paper because I miss having that outlet for to draw something every month, something that's all publication.
Yeah, I miss it too. But if it's not going to do anything, positive or at least help me break even, it can't happen. So.
Since you ended the paper, have you had anybody reach out to you like, hey, where's the paper?
Oh yeah, quite a bit.
Yeah.
I have. It's like, dude, you should have, if I had a little bit more support back when it was out, it would have been different. But, I'm not bitter about it by any means. It was my decision to stop it at 100. If I had kept a hard line on it and said I wasn't going to do it if I lost any money, I would have stopped it in the early 90s. So, but instead, I figured 100 was a good number to go out on. So let's go out on 100.
Yeah, that was. I'm glad I got a chance to be in there. That's something that
Yeah, glad you did too.
they can't take it away from me. I was in there.
No. No. Same here.
Yeah.
No matter how many people want to, demean it. Oh, it's just a little local paper. Yeah, okay. We printed 10,000 each issue. We got back very few. There's like no copies of 100 left around.
Really?
And anywhere, yeah, they're not there. But it's been a while since it was out on the stand, so they're gone.
You'll see him bagged and board for like $100.
Oh yeah. Of course you will. Uh-huh.
I believe we did a couple.
Yeah, I've got a couple I know that I got from you that I used to give them away to my son's school, but I kept every issue of 100.
Yeah.
It's mine.
Well, I was gonna put I still have a bunch here in the basement. I was gonna throw a bunch of bundles together and offer it as a level for crowdfunding.
Okay.
If you wanted to support my work, I would send you what I have, one copy of each book that I have. I've got probably 95 out of the 100 issues that I have extras of that I can send in mass. So.
I've been trying to figure out what I was gonna do with that red box.
A heck of a package, yeah.
And I got red box? I know what I'm gonna do. Well, I'm keeping it obviously, but
Right.
I like to put issues. I have issue 1 of Flint Comics.
Uh-huh.
I would love to put, and I have issue 100. So I got the bookends.
Yeah.
I would love to try to put each issue in between, in that box.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if the box will hold issues.
Oh yeah,
1
it'll
to
hold
100.
100. It'll hold 100 issues, no problem.
Okay.
It'll hold about 200, I think, pretty comfortably. Yeah, I sent you a logo, but I don't want to make a big deal about what I'm doing until I'm a lot further along on the project. But I sent a logo out in your message.
Let me see here. I'll look at it on my phone. As to not put it on screen. Hold on.
It's on the it's on the group thread.
Yeah. I like that. Did you just do that today?
I just did it. Yeah, it's what I was working on down here when I stumbled across your stream. That's probably the logo.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just gonna work on it, and when it gets close to done, I'll do the crowdfunding thing and see what happens.
That looks pretty good.
I think one of the tiers is gonna be doing it in color If I get in X amount of money, I'll sit down and color it all.
Do you have a script ready?
I'm getting it ready. I've been getting it ready the last few days. When I don't see, this is the first time in a long time I haven't had any commercial work hanging over my head or coming down the pike, so I'm jumping right into this.
Hmm.
So it's either that or Tales from the Aniverse, Mischievous. I think that's the next one after this one.
Tales from the Universe.
Probably just a Mischievous collection. That's what I'd like to do.
She's one of your favorite characters, isn't you?
Huh?
She's one of your favorite characters, right? One of your favorites, Mischievous, that you've
The
created.
well, it's one of the first. One of the first. I didn't create it by myself. Susan Van Camp and I created that character. It's mostly that character in particular is probably mostly Susan to start with, but everything kind of got fleshed out later.
Hmm. Did you Now you've come really close to animation a few times.
Yeah,
Uh,
horseshoes and hand grenades, my friend.
did
It's about what that is. Close
you
only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
is the animation process like is that like is it soul crushing? Because you don't talk about it favorably.
Oh, it can be, but you know me, I'm just cynical about Hollywood in general. So
um
it can be. My big problem is representation and taking people seriously enough to get a contract. Because after your first couple of non-deliveries or people want to screw with you, you just go, yeah, okay, you know, if you're interested, send me a contract and a check, and I'll look the contract over, and if I like it, I'll cash the check and then sign the contract and send it to you. So,
uh I was talking well I wasn't I was reading and having a conversation in a group about it later. Guy was saying in the 90s, at one point, if you did San Diego Comic Con, and you could probably, you'd be able to tell me. He says deals were rampant. Like everyone was signing a deal.
yeah,
Most of those never came to fruition. So like there was a lot of there was a lot of optioning of deals of
well,
books and everything.
that's Hollywood in general. Every it's like 1 out of 10
Mm.
things get optioned actually, move forward. Let alone getting produced. It's actually a small miracle that anything gets out to the screen. That's why everybody relies so heavily on sequels. All of these studios, they have to do a. If the first one made any money at all, they have to do another one because they know that they'll make money off of it.
Quickly, need a sequel.
Yeah.
Get it together.
Except for MCU, apparently they're not rushing a sequel to Black Panther, Ms. Marvel, Captain Marvel anytime soon. So.
Yeah, they're hopefully it's taking their time because they want to put out a good one, but that's not the Hollywood way, is it?
Marvel's a big boat, and they have lots of little things to play with. So
Yeah.
especially now that they have all of the Fox stuff back. So.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Disney Plus launches November 12th.
Yeah, we're still discussing that here at the house. So there's no Xfinity apparently is not going to be offering a Disney streaming service and has in fact taken a couple of key channels and moved them further back behind a paywall. We no longer have TCM available to us. Turner Classic Movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, gee, maybe we can dump an entire package off of Comcast, especially with Disney coming up, because they're so stupid. They have to, try to rake us for more money for stuff that we already had at one point.
Yeah.
How important is FX? How important is AMC? How badly do we want to see our zombie soap operas?
Yeah.
Is it really that bad? Especially with all the other streaming services that are starting up and everything else that's running around out there.
Yeah. I have too many. It's almost to the point where, and then, I cut the cord a while ago.
Yeah.
but I was missing some of those, stations. So I decided to go sign up for YouTube TV,
Uh huh.
and they gave me a couple. Actually gave me a month free, and then I forgot to cancel.
Do they give you any local stations on that?
Oh yes, yes,
Oh,
yeah. Local stations, all the local stations. I got TNT, TBS, USA, Animal Planet, Showtime. I forgot to cancel though,
yeah.
so they hit me for $70.
Ow. Ow, ow.
Yeah, it's not what I said. I used some,
Or me.
I used some other terms
Well, I
that
see
meant
you have a
ow.
whole you have a whole different set of banners up here than what we have when we normally live stream.
Yeah.
This is your this is your personal channel. I'm still in through on the back end of this.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think you can. Well, the only way you could ever sign out is if you signed up for StreamYard yourself, and then
Uh,
oh, okay, yeah, here's a yeah. Good old StreamYard.
Good old StreamYard.
Yeah, they have a. They're actually pretty good. The guys that do it, they mean well.
Well, right now they're fulfilling a valuable service, considering the laziness of YouTube. I guess not wanting to do it.
Yeah, that was.
We're just not making any money at it. We're gonna dump it. Yeah,
Yep.
okay. Whatever.
Yeah, you guys like doing that, huh? All right.
Yeah, exactly. That's not corporate. I think we're gonna drop it.
Yeah, I think for them it was like, wait a minute, we're giving them money to do something, or we're giving them a service, and they're making money off of us. We we can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
He probably freaked out, as they usually do. How long does it take you to do a piece? I know you some of the new characters that you've created.
Say what?
I know some of the new characters that you've created
Uh huh.
uh have been pretty funny, and we've been joking about some of them. But how long does it take you to do a character? Design one?
Oh,
Or do you?
a lot of these guys are in my head. Well, you sent me the costume for that one,
Yeah.
for the donkey one. I said, man, I got to use that wardrobe. That's awesome. So that's what I dressed him in.
Yeah, I sent sent Lola or the new turtle character. Did you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Turtle characters, great.
Oh, yeah, I'm not using it.
Oh,
That was a quickie.
Cute.
That's just there. I forgot to. I needed to draw glasses on that character too. That was just a quickie. So no big deal.
I like that one. Did you
So how many people do we have listening? Is there any way that I can see on this end?
I'm
Nobody
not
right
sure.
now.
No one
You've
right
been
now.
you've been running for an hour and 38 minutes. Yeah, I got on the air and everybody jumped. That's what happened.
Pretty much.
Fuck this Zimmerman guy. Screw this guy. I don't want to listen to him.
We can't see your pretty face.
Yeah, we can't see your face, so that's what happened.
Yeah, I
man.
know. I blocked the camera.
Yeah.
I mean, I can unblock the camera, I guess, but I'm
They
just,
had-
I don't have my podcasting face on.
No, you look fine.
Yeah, we only we have extensive makeup.
I was
Right.
typing my name in down there, and the keyboard actually slipped off the table, and suddenly I was on the air with you. That's what it was. I caught the keyboard and realized, oh, now suddenly I'm live. So I have a red square instead of me down here in the corner.
Yeah.
Whatever. I was going to put Reverend Zimmerman, the monkey master, but not today.
Did you
Save it for Tuesday.
oh how long? What's the longest it's ever taken you to ink a page?
Oh, man. Quite a while. I've told you stories
Yeah.
about having to go back and repatch books.
Mhm.
But it, 8 to 10 to 12, depending upon the complexity of the page.
Hours?
Yeah, depending upon the complexity of the page.
See? Get moving.
It's not unusual. Well, you look at Ethan's live stream. It took him like 3 days to do the Jawbreakers cover.
Yeah.
But I don't know what his regular. Yeah, he's got regular drawing time that he sits down and draws at night. But I don't know exactly how many hours he's got into it. But it took him about 3 days to get it done. So
Yeah, he's
he's got to send me my goddamn frog books one of these days.
You
I'm
still
hoping for
haven't
next
gotten
week. No, I still haven't gotten it. But no mail delivery today. So
yeah.
being Sunday,
Yeah.
I think the wife's coming downstairs.
Are you going to
Hi to.
Hang on. What?
Who am I saying hi to?
Varian and Lola. Krista.
say hello?
That was her. She's walking around and back there in the
I
back.
see you.
There's nobody else listening. He's live on Facebook right now. But there's nobody else on there. There she is.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
What'd you bring me?
Apple cake.
Cool.
Try it.
Apple cake.
Apple
Looks
cake.
good.
It's
Apple
a healthy
cake.
version of apple cake.
I mean, apple
You
cake
tried?
sounds.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's pretty moist, actually.
Is it good?
Yeah.
All right. Good.
It's
We-
good.
Hi guys.
Good night. Good night. Randy, you just said moist. Our viewers are gonna be triggered.
There aren't any viewers, but
Yeah, well, the ones who
That's
listen
what you
later.
were just saying.
yeah,
ones that listen later.
that'd be they.
He said moist.
Well, there are people. There are people who. There are people who can't take the word. They can't stand the word moist.
My cousin.
It's like a triggering word for them. They're like, "Ew, that word." You know what? Word Lola doesn't like.
No. Shut up.
Admirably.
Broke.
No.
She doesn't like that word.
She didn't like broke.
Admirably.
Yep.
Stop saying it.
Makes her skin crawl.
Is that because she can't say it? It makes her skin crawl.
Is it because you can't say it?
No, I just don't like it.
She just doesn't like it. It just. Yeah.
Was it like beating over your head when you were young? Or what?
No.
She said no. It's just
You
she
know
just
what?
does-
You're very admirably.
I'm gonna mute you, Randy.
It's only words.
I have control over everything.
She did. I'll never forget when she told me she didn't like it. And I'm like, it's what?
My
That-
my ex-wife was always triggered by the word bitch for some reason. Which, I guess it's Facebook, right? Can we swear on Facebook?
Yeah.
Let's bleep us out.
Oh,
That used to be a very hard trigger word for her. We always had two different definitions for it.
Mhm.
So
and with definitions. Well, there's the female dog, and then there's yeah. You know what? I remember when I was in high school.
we would constantly be arguing over, the exact definition of that word. I
Mhm.
always thought, I used it quite often. In our discussions.
Oh, we have a watcher.
Uatu, welcome.
I remember
Uatu the Watcher.
in high school, you could call any girl in my class B word, H, anything you wanted. But if you called her a female, it was fighting time.
A female.
Yeah,
That was the trigger word?
that was the trigger word. Female, what you call me? Mother, whoa. It was the weirdest thing. It was the weirdest moment in school. I remember commenting on it to a friend, like,
Could you get away with the C word?
yeah.
Really?
Could you hear the
Yeah.
C word? My
You could call her a bitchy C, but heaven forbid you call her a female.
yeah.
Oh,
It was time. It was time to go.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then if you're one of my sisters, you love the C word. Like it turns her on.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
all have our little triggers, I guess,
Yes.
and our fetishes.
Yeah, he called me a C. This is awesome. Like, no, can't use that word. All right. Yeah.
It's a lot better than a guy looking at her and going, "You'll do."
I can't believe he did that. I can't believe he didn't. He wants to know why she won't call him. They're supposed to meet for breakfast. They were supposed to meet
I
for
can't
breakfast.
believe he expected a breakfast call. You'll do. Let me put this dog leash on you. You'll do.
I
No,
asked.
call me for breakfast.
I asked him why. I don't know what came over him, man. I just did it. It was the heat of the moment. I'm like, are you insane?
I can almost guarantee you that's the only heat he's going to get off of her. That's it. He's done. Ooh.
You'll do. Like immediately, he should have been like, oh man. Next time, just
You might as well have asked her to clean up and get him a sandwich. Next time, treat her with a little bit less less respect and see what happens. Holy
Yeah.
crap, man!
Yeah, he
You'll do.
yeah, he messed up big time. He should have just
Live and learn. We all make those kind of mistakes.
I don't know. I've done some pretty dumb things, but I haven't done that yet. So. You'll do.
No, I don't think I have either. I had to think about it for a minute though.
I,
I remember one telling me that she wasn't pregnant, and me going, "Thank God." Stay hell away from me. Other than that,
I'm out of here.
yeah, pretty much.
I knew a woman that had 10 kids. She called her.
Let's not be comparing. Let's not be comparing notes. I've got stranger stories than you do.
She called her. She called her time the blessing.
We all have our trigger words. And sometimes she probably looked at it as a blessing too,
Oh yeah.
depending upon her sexual proclivities.
She was probably like, "Oh, thank goodness, thank goodness." None of that for me. All right, let's see here. These windows. Oh, these windows.
It's the fun part about doing buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If only they weren't. If it wasn't a real building, I couldn't.
That's one thing I have to figure out on my Cintiq is straight lines.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have rulers, but holy crap. I'm trying to draw in Photoshop just about everything I've done. Luckily, all of the preservers are all in the woods. So trees are easy.
Yeah.
Trees are meant to be free-handed, but not buildings. So.
No. That's Mr. Hodson. He's a Cintiq master. And
Well, it could be just my lack of expertise in Photoshop too. There's probably a 2-point straight line thing that you can do.
there is, but
Just a point there, straight line.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm sure there is. I just haven't found it.
I message Eric all the time, like, help. That's why I'm doing digital art.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Hey, I'm about to mess this up pretty good. Could you help me?
There you.
And he's always willing to laugh at me a little bit and explaining to me exactly why I'm messing up and how. Did you let me see here. All right. You've done portfolio reviews, right?
I have. I'm told that I'm too nice though,
Yeah.
because I don't want the guy to lunge at me across the table or girl. That one book I told you that I'm having to read.
Mm-hmm.
Love to do that portfolio review. Holy crap! I'm not going to name it, but
I hope it isn't
we're
bad.
on, we'll have to talk off the air.
Yeah.
You're about to get kicked in 10 minutes anyway, so,
Yeah.
so I can wait.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna wrap it up so we can go back there. Thanks everybody for watching me. I'll have this page finished. I'm gonna finish inking up tomorrow. So if I jump online tomorrow, you'll see. Uh, yeah, you'll see that it's inked and all pretty.
There you go.
So what I should do some live cartooning,
Personal website.
some live cartooning streams.
Yeah, sure. You said what's your name?
I said there's your personal
Oh,
website.
yeah, my personal website, whenweriot.com.
And your YouTube.
Yep, and my YouTube. There you go. Find me on those things. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll probably knock this page out tomorrow. Finish it up.
You have
Yeah,
a
you
Kid
promised
Riot
to have it done
YouTube
by
channel?
Tuesday.
It's just Kid Riot. So what did you say?
Yeah.
I said you promised to have it done by Tuesday.
Yeah. I promise I have it done by Tuesday. So I'll have this done Tuesday. Everyone can enjoy it then and laugh at my missteps on this piece. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Lola, hit that intro and end the broadcast.
Give me 1 second.
She knows what she's doing.
There's an intro.
Yeah.
I need me one of those.